Hello. Today we await Taco Bell. My mom sent me a DoorDash gift card, so I was like, my Taco Bell should be here in like 10 minutes. But yeah, I'm trying to build a wish list right now. So I'm trying to like figure out what do I want, what do I like, what do I want to try to figure out more about. I posted on my Discord and I asked the people in my Discord to leave me their current wish list so that I can get inspiration from them essentially. Because the only Hoya, or only plant, period, on my entire wish list, out of any genus at all, there's just one plant on my wish list, and it's this. It's a variegated Hoya carnosa compacta with Jody silver markings on it, and it's called Hoya Oblak. And I'm fucking obsessed. The only public picture on the entire internet I've been able to find is one from Instagram at Sam's Hoyas. So, anyways, yeah, I'm sitting here. I don't feel good. Well, okay, that's not true. I feel fine. I feel tired. Today I feel tired, and I feel incredibly, like, bloated today. Like, in my lower womb area, uterus area. Today's a relaxed day. I am, though, gonna put away this stuff that's just kind of out. There's a couple things left over from me. Oh, I guess I didn't even tell you this. Or maybe I did? I don't think I did. One of my best friends from high school and college who lives up the street from me, which is super nice. His name is Tyler. He came over and he helped me consolidate my desk space, which looks a little messy right now because I've been using it. We did a lot of cable management and I downsized to one monitor, which I'm thinking maybe I'll go back to two because it is kind of nice to have two monitors, and I do have the space for another one, but I liked the idea of just having it for like extra desk space, you know, so I don't really know. I thought about just bringing my like MacBook over here as well. So because of that and the fact that I moved my desk entirely, it's against a wall now instead of protruding out. I have just kind of like random things spread around. I did this 2 days ago, which it's so weird. I think we've gone almost an entire week without me posting another vlog, but I was so busy with like on the 30th of June, making sure I got a video up in time before the month ended so that I could get that revenue counting towards last month. And then I spent the first few days, I think today's the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. I spent the first few days of this month just filming. So I have a bunch of content to edit. Today, I just put out the Greenscapes Boutique plant haul and tour. Video I'm expecting to put out after that is this vlog, which actually might be divided into multiple vlogs. It depends. Like, it's possible that I'm putting out a vlog that came before this one instead of just putting everything into that one mega video. So I don't know. I can't decide. There's not that many people that watch the vlog content for me to be like, oh, they like longer videos or they like shorter videos. So if you're watching this video and you watch the vlogs, do you like longer vlog content or shorter vlog content? Because I can just do one vlog a week and it can be like an hour long. Or I could do multiple vlogs. Before, there was a lot going on with like how I was feeling and everything. Tomorrow, we're 10 weeks pregnant, so we're coming around the corner. I do definitely feel a lot better, but we still have another 4 weeks left of the first trimester. Taco Bell's here. So yeah, I'm gonna grab hello. Okay, so I got from Taco Bell, from Taco, okay? I purchased, I got a crunch wrap, and then I got 2 tacos, and I got their new, Taco Bell's doing this new nacho cheese sauce called like fire sauce, which I'm pretty sure is just spicy nacho cheese sauce. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and I'll check in with you when I see you next. Hello, it is now July 5th, and I went on a 3.5-mile walk with my friend Jasmine. She is also pregnant. Around this time, she's around 20 weeks pregnant, and I wanted to show you this beautiful river by where I live. We went on this walk. I carried the water the whole way. I was like, Jasmine, do you want some water? And she was like, I hate carrying things. But we were literally like taken away. We just kept walking and walking. We were only going to go a little bit at the very beginning, but then as we got farther into the nature preserve, we were like, this is amazing. We have to keep going, which ended up being a mistake because you can't see it here, but I am so sunburnt. So sunburnt that I'm peeling right now, and it's almost like a week and a half after. After we finished our walk, I went home and took a nap on the couch with my cat, who was absolutely adorable. She was just laying here, and all I could do was stare at her. It was so good. And then I zoomed in on her face because she's so cute. Even though we're gonna have a human baby, I am glad that I got to have a fur baby first. And then I did want to show you how pretty it was outside. This was our first 100-degree day, so it was pretty hot. Raven was enjoying the open window after her nap, and she did a couple big stretches on the window like this, which were just so cute to see. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it was a really nice day, but I was exhausted, and I didn't realize how exhausted I would be until it kept going. I ended up getting really nauseous towards the end of the day, and I was eating some stuffing, and my cat ate some of my stuffing, which is bread. You guys, it's turkey flavored stuffing, so it's turkey flavored bread, and she loved it. She kept like pawing at it. She likes to hook it onto her hand and then eat it off of her hand, but she doesn't always succeed in the endeavor to pick up these stuffings. So this is one of my favorite comfort foods. I'll just kind of like eat an entire box, and Raven was helping me out, so I didn't feel so ridiculous for eating the stuffing alone. It's bread. She's eating bread. So funny. That's bread. Oh, it's just bread. She wants to eat it with her hand. Like, what the fuck? I believe in you. It's so funny. But I was getting really tired. You can kind of see how red my face was. I thought I showed you guys my sunburn, but I guess I didn't. It was bad. It was really bad. But yeah, I literally just sat here. I drank ginger beer to try to help calm my stomach, but this was the start of the downfall. Wait, I was watching Simply Neological on her Simply Not Logical podcast, and yeah. Good morning. It is July 6th, and I am sick. Sick on the 6th. There's a cat. I have noodles and company because I do not feel good, and this is my comfort food. This is like, I can eat this no matter what. And I'm having a hard time smelling it, so today is not good. But there's multiple reasons for today not being good, and I'm gonna rant for a minute because I went in on Monday, okay, to my old OBGYN's office to sign a records release so that I can be seen at a new office because I do not like my current office. They're incredibly disorganized and mismanaged, and they don't follow new research. They are criminally subscribed to research from the 80s. They don't believe in taking Zofran or anything like that, but you can take Tylenol in your first trimester, we promise. I went in at noon, gave them all my information, and released all my records to this new doctor because he won't see you until he has all of your records, right? Which is standard protocol. You can't make an appointment. He needs the records so that he can see what kind of appointment he needs to make, blah, 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 blah. And I'm super excited to see this doctor. Today's Thursday, that was Monday. We did have a holiday, which was only Tuesday. I was told that the records would be sent out, if not Monday, then Wednesday, and if not Wednesday, then today, Thursday, at the absolute latest. Guess what? I called the new office, and I was like, hey, did you get my records yet? It's Thursday. They told me that you should definitely have them by today, and they were like, nope, sorry, bestie. You should call them again and make sure everything's okay. And I said, okay. So I called the other doctor's office, and they were like, hey, yeah, no, I don't think that we've sent that yet. By the way, like, what's your last name? And I was like, my last name. And then they were like, oh, okay, well, we have this name as your last name. And I was like, yeah, that's my maiden name. And they were like, okay, so which name is your last name? And I was like, they're both my last name. Like, the records request form says, what is your last name? What is your previous last name? So they were both there. And I'm like, why aren't they seeing this? Like, that's literally right there. And then additionally, During my 6-week appointment, okay, I went in and changed my name with them. I brought in all of the paperwork that they requested to change my name with them so that they would have that. They then, on the paperwork, misspelled my new last name. And then turns out that they lost the records request I filled in on Monday because it didn't belong to anyone who was at the clinic, like who was a patient of the clinic, because none of the last names lined up. Wow, it's crazy. It's almost like during my 6-week appointment with them, which was almost 6 weeks ago, I went in and changed my last name. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. And it's so crazy that they didn't update their system. And it's even crazier that they lost the records request that I went in and did on Monday. And it's like, oh, why are you leaving the clinic? Why are you going to see a new provider? Bestie, I wonder fucking why. I'm sorry. I'm so angry. So they emailed me a records request to fill out, which you are not legally allowed to fill out a records request over the internet. But because I had already done one, I guess they were like, oh, fuck, like, we fucked up. So they sent it to me. So I filled it out, and then I called them, and they were like, yep, we got it, bestie, we'll get this sent over. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm coming up on 12 weeks, and I can't make an appointment until my new doctor, like, has this. Can you please send it as soon as possible? And I promise you guys, I am no fucking Karen. But I can only put up with them being completely just awful for so long. They failed to change my name. After I changed my name, they misspelled my new last name, and then they lost the records request I submitted on Monday. I'm gonna take a deep breath now and eat my soup, but I just needed to give you this update because I'm fucking mad, and then I'm also sick. So, but Raven's here. Hi. Hello. Anyways, I'm gonna try to eat this. I'm gonna do my best. I did get a smoothie, and I have been able to drink this, so. And I'm gonna eat the oyster crackers. So at the very least, I have had a smoothie and oyster crackers. Hello. It has, I think, been a day since I checked in with you. The last 2 days, I've been, like, really sick. And I feel like I'm starting to get energy today, but I'm still, like, you know what I mean? Today I got really tired and tried to take a nap, but instead of being able to fall asleep, I just kind of like laid there for a few hours. It was like this weird twilight zone where like I was definitely not awake, but I definitely was not asleep, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna give you a grocery haul because I just went to the grocery store. We were like completely out of groceries. I haven't been buying a lot of food all at once because I don't really know what I can eat, but I have been able to eat food consistently across a broad spectrum again, including hard foods that aren't just soup. So this trip is my first big grocery trip since getting pregnant. It's not like, because before it would be like, oh, I'll get like $20 worth of groceries because I don't know if I'll eat it, or $30, or you know, whatever. So this is my first big grocery trip because we don't have any food in the house right now except for fruit, which is not protein. I need protein. I also brought some sweets. I guess I'll just start. So I bought Jolly Ranchers because like so many of you have told me that Jolly Ranchers cured your nausea when you were pregnant. And I looked it up and turns out that sour candy contains like citrine or something. I don't know, some sort of citric acid. Wow, I forgot how good Jolly Ranchers are. I shouldn't have put that in my mouth right before I started filming. Anyways, makes you not nauseous because they're sour. So I'm gonna try it. So I got these 2 cheesecakes. Cheesecakes are one thing I've been able to pretty much eat consistently whenever there's been an option, which has pretty much just been when we go to Olive Garden, I order the cheesecake and I can eat the whole thing. So I got 2 small types of cheesecake. I also got some ice cream sandwiches. These are another thing that I can eat all of the time. And I bought the super old school brand Budget Saver Monster Cherry Pineapple Pops. And my dad put me on these when I was like a little kid, and they're super, super good. So I'm gonna put these in my popsicle drawer. Popsicles have been a lifesaver, I'm telling you guys. I bought cookie dough because I've been craving cookies lately, but I haven't had a lot of energy this week to make them. So I bought the Nestle cookie dough, which is the recipe that I make at home. York peppermint patties. Peppermint for the nausea. Obviously, I'm gonna put those in the freezer. I bought chicken pot pies, which I think I'm actually about to eat one of these. I was staying away from these because of the salt. I've been kind of off-put by salt lately, but I've been able to eat more and more salt things, so I bought these. Hi, honey, you're so cute. I also bought biscuits because my husband really likes these, and I've been kind of craving some bread. So I bought us some biscuits to put in the oven. Why is it so good? Olives. Yesterday I sat down and I ate a bunch of pickles and a bunch of pepperoncinis, and I was like, you know what else I need? Olives. This gluten-free chicken strip. I am not celiac or avoiding gluten in my life, but this is so fucking good. They're like big ass chicken nuggets. So I don't know. They're really easy to eat. And then I've weirdly, okay, something I haven't had in years. I've been craving corn dogs, like specifically corn dogs, and also kind of hot dog, which I fucking hate. I hate hot dogs, but I've been craving it. So I bought mini corn dogs, and I'll probably try to make some tomorrow and see if, hi, you can't see her, but she's being a little dumb. Then I bought a fuck ton of cereal, okay? I bought Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I bought Golden Graham. I bought fucking Fruit Loops and Captain Crunch Berry. Why did you buy so much cereal, Ashley? We're dying to know. I'll tell you. The reason is because normally I buy like really cheap knockoff cereal. It's like $1 for a massive bag of cereal. And I like guess that here, I can show you what I buy. This is Captain Crunch knockoff. Okay. By Malto Me. I had a bowl of that 2 days ago, and I was like, I don't know what the fucking difference is, but this is not what I remembered. So then when I went into the cereal aisle, I was like I could literally taste every single one of these, like, bro. Bro. What? I swear pregnancy is weird. Things that don't, like, you don't want when you're pregnant, you hate. But then the things that you do want, see, that is so different than that, and I don't know why. It's so good. The food that you want when you're pregnant, it tastes so much better. I'm just so glad we're getting back into like a bit of normalcy here. Oh, I bought lemon bars. Today was like a dessert day. I like went there and I was like, there's so many, like the cheesecakes, the lemon bars. I bought giant sweet tarts. This was the only one they had there. I wanted normal sweet tarts to suck on because of the sourness, but hot chocolate and apple cider. I've been craving hot chocolate lately, like a ridiculous amount. Been craving apple cider lately, and it will fill the hole that is coffee. And Caesar salads. I love fucking Caesar salad, dude. And then final story time, okay? So I'm like walking out of the grocery store, all right? Strawberries were also on my list. There was this small cup, a smaller size than this one, of strawberries. They looked so fucking good, okay? And I'm like walking out, I'm like watching an anime, or I guess listening to a dub of anime. And listen, I'm a sub girl, but whenever I'm doing anything, I listen in dub so that I can like listen to it, kind of like a podcast, and then do stuff at the same time. My strawberries fall out of my cart and spill like all over the asphalt. And this dude saw me like do this, and he was like, oh my gosh, ma'am, which first of all, I hate being a ma'am, okay, but we're gonna ignore that. He was like, ma'am, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm just not paying attention, I guess. Like, I can't believe I did that. And he's like, oh, like, do you want me to help you, like, pick them up or anything? And I was like, nah, like, they're just strawberries. I'll just pick the plastic. I'm just gonna go take this to my car, and then I'll take the packaging back inside and see if they'll let me grab a different one, even though it's late. And he was like, oh, okay, well, like, have a good night. And I was like, okay, thanks. And then I walked to my car, put everything away, and then I'm like walking back into the grocery store, and I walk in through the out because it's the only open door since they're like closing soon. And I am walking in, and the guy walks out again, and he was like, oh, hey, I got this for you. And then he hands me strawberries. Now, the first thing that went through my brain, okay, because I have clinical paranoia, was he bought me this so that he can have something over me. What if he wants to follow me home? What if he wants to, like, want something from me back? Like, you know, like, running through all these things. And then I, like, stopped myself. And again, this is all happening in my brain. Like, he's showed me the strawberries, and I, like, all of this is happening in, like, less than a second in my brain. It's probably just strawberries. He probably just saw this tired ass looking motherfucker drop her strawberries, and he just decided to, like, be nice, which is weird. I'm just not used to people being nice, I guess. And I tried to relax because that's something my dad would have done for someone else. So I was like, okay, well, it's not like people don't do this. Like, my dad would have done that. He's like, yeah, I got these for you. And I was like, okay, thanks. And then I took them from him. And I wish I knew what he looked like, but I avoid eye contact when people talk to me because I'm terrified of looking at them. So all I saw was that he was wearing, like, this big, bright-ass yellow shirt. And he was definitely, like, a construction worker or some sort of, like, on-site worker. And then he went back into the store. So, yeah, someone just did that. So, yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna go play video games with my husband. So I will see you guys later. I'm gonna suck on this Jolly Rancher. Hi, it is July 11th. It's July 11th, and I haven't been vlogging a lot for the past, like, week because I honestly haven't done a lot. It's been a lot of, like, resting. I did a walk with my friend, which might have been the last clips you saw. No, I think the grocery haul was the last clips you saw. Well, I did a walk with my friend, which had me, like, laid up in bed for, like, quite a few days. Did you guys know 3 miles is overdoing it? I didn't. Crazy. Today is July 11th. And I have new baby photos to show you. I'm so excited. You don't generally get a ultrasound at 11 weeks, so I did pay for this one. I don't think it's covered by insurance. One of my friends told me, we have the same due date, and she told me that we were like 2 weeks ahead of where I thought we were. So I wanted to get a second ultrasound. I also wanted to get set up at a new clinic because I hated the one that I was at before. Like, the first doctor, like, I didn't get to meet with a nurse. It was literally like, I go in at 6 weeks. I had so many questions, and, like, I feel like during that time, it's really important. Sorry, I'm, like, taking off my clothes while I'm talking. I feel like it's so important to give support, you know? And, like, I don't know, guidance, something would be nice. And literally all I got at the first place I went to, and sorry, I, like, opened this because it was really tight, and now it's not so tight, which is good. I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry. I'm just, like, so excited. So, okay, hated where I went before. I know that a lot of people have had good experiences, and I'll talk about it after. So far, I will say my experience with, should I talk about the hospitals? No, I'm not going to talk about the hospitals. There's 2 main hospitals in my area. I just, like, hated my experience with the first one. It was incredibly unhelpful. It left me feeling, like, really lost. And then on top of that, when I tried to get all my paperwork to leave that place to come to this place, they lost it, which I told you guys about, I think earlier in this video. Is that in this video? Where's my scrunchie? Hated the hospital, and the doctor, like, it felt she was really detached. Her registered nurse was mean. She seemed like every time I would ask her questions, which I only talked to her 3 times, which is not a lot for, like, new pregnancy. Dude, I'm struggling right now. My hair is not going up. And she seemed so irritated. Like, anytime I asked her a question, she was like, like irritated to answer me. I don't know, it was just really weird. I'm at this new hospital, which you might actually be able to see the hospital on here. Can you? No. This was amazing. I came here, I got here at 8 in the morning. Okay, 8 in the morning. They saw me like immediately. First thing we did was the ultrasound. The ultrasound was about 30 minutes, and not only did they look at my baby, the fetus, but they also looked at like my uterus and then the surrounding like lower organs, which the other hospital did not do. And when I asked her like why she was doing it, she was like, oh well, we just want to make sure everything is healthy. We don't just want, you know, the fetus to be healthy. We need to make sure that everything is going okay, because I guess there's like complications that can happen when you get pregnant with like your other organs that are down there. And I'm just saying like organs, not because I don't want to say ovaries or fallopian tube or colon. It's just because I don't know what organs are down there, because I don't know anything. So yeah, that was like a 30-minute ultrasound, and she showed me like a ton of the fetus. I know that we're 10 weeks and 6 days, so, which is what I found out today, which my friend thought that we were like 12 weeks, and I was like, and no offense to her at all if she ends up watching this, but I was really confused because I was like, happy 10 weeks, like a couple days ago. And she was like, what do you mean? We're 12 weeks. And I was like, when did I lose 2 weeks of my pregnancy? So yeah, after the ultrasound, I met with the nurse, and I was with her until I left just right now, which was at 10:15 was when I walked out. So I was there for 2 hours and 15 minutes. And the nurse went through all of my medical history, all of my paperwork, and then she talked to me about my pregnancy and like any risk factors. Oh my gosh, like you guys, we talked. There was like 30 minutes of the 2 hours and 15 minutes that was ultrasound, and the rest of the time was spent with this registered nurse just talking about pregnancy, me asking questions because there's supplements I want to take, and I haven't started taking any extra supplements outside of the prenatal, because the prenatal has some of these other supplements that I want to be taking. So she answered all of my questions. I have a shopping list of things I get to go pick up, which is fun. We get to go back to Whole Foods, which is great. I love going to Whole Foods. We're gonna go get a prebiotic, or I guess it's a prenatal probiotic. We need to get Unisom. We need to get iron, and I already have B6. So I think that that's everything that I'm getting. And then I'm gonna get a treat because I got my blood drawn today, and I pass out when I get my blood drawn. And I told this nurse that, and she was so great. Normally they just do the blood draws like sitting up in like a random chair in the room, because they see you in these like consultation rooms, which is great because it's not like, oh, they put me in on a table and then I sit on this table even though I'm not even like getting examined. But they sit you in this consultation room with like enough chairs for like multiple people if you wanted to bring like a partner or a partner and your parents or like a friend or something. And then they got permission when I told her, I was like, yeah, just so no, like I pass out. So she put me on this like bed kind of, and then I got to like not look and be laying down, which was incredibly helpful because I got to like press into the bed when in the chairs they don't have anything to like press into, you know. So yeah. So I just left and everything was amazing. My experience was amazing. They gave me a book. They gave me this book. They used to charge for this. This is a $25 book, according to this label back here. Everything is amazing. This shows you week by week what to expect approximately. And like if there's an emergency, like, are you joking? And then they gave me, I'm not going to show you the folder, but they gave me this massive folder, okay, like it's wild, and it has a bunch more things like medications that they think are safe, and if I end up having to have my baby spend time in the NICU, this hospital offers free classes for birthing, lactation, like yoga. Walks? What? This is all free? It's just part of the hospital? Oh my gosh, which is amazing. In the state that I live, the mortality rate for pregnancy is like pretty high in comparison, and America's already the highest maternal mortality rate out of every developed country, which is so cool. So yeah, that went great. Let me show you the baby photos. I'm so excited. On the ultrasound, I think that there were better photos that existed. I feel like the ones she printed off weren't that great. But here is the baby right now. So this is the head, One of its hands is right here. And then here's its body. It does have all of its appendages. So, it has arms and legs, which is wild. I don't think it has fingers yet. I think at this point, we're getting into 11 weeks. Fingers are starting to develop, but they're more like little bumps, I guess. Here's a really good view of the hand. Hold on. Check out that hand action right there. That's awesome. But yeah, she took, like, there was way better photos that she could have taken, but it's fine. You're not even really supposed to see the baby at this stage anyways. We're almost at 11 weeks, so, oh god, in 9 weeks, which is in 2 months. Pregnancy is long. We get a big ultrasound. It is a 1 hour long ultrasound. I'm really excited. I wanted to take a video and get you guys video, but this hospital does not allow you to videotape the ultrasounds, which honestly sucks, but it's fine. I was so excited to get you footage, but we didn't get to get you footage. But yeah, here's the little head. And then she said the reason that it's like dark right here is because it's like, it's got a, like, it's working on this part of the face, but this part of the face doesn't really exist yet. The brain is there. It was crazy. She was taking cross-section of the organs that have developed. It has a brain. It was so wild to see. Okay, so I'm here with Jasmine. We're at Edwards. We're not doing a tour. Don't get excited. Today is a chill. I'm relaxing today. We got like a smoothie and we're just hanging out today. We might go do yoga at her house. It depends on how much energy we have. But we just got to Edwards and they have variegated bird of paradise and I wanted to show you because it's gorgeous. Like parts of it are browning, you know, the white parts, but like, look at that. That's literally gorgeous. And they're flowering. What the heck? I did just want to add that after I stopped recording, we did realize that that's not a bird of paradise, but some variegated version of some lily. But I did want to do a quick sweep through to show you what was in the nursery. And there was a lot here. We had Alocasia cuprea, we had Florida greens, there was a ton of different begonias, there was a ton of Hoyas, there was also Alocasia dragon scales. There was a bunch of sansevierias, ZZ plants, fiddly figs. They had big fan palms, and then they had a bunch of epipremnum, philodendron, biliaceae. They had epipremnum amplyssimum, philodendron pink princesses. They had variegated Hoya carnosa compactas and the like. But my issue with this nursery is that their plants have kind of stayed the same quality and their prices are only getting higher. Like, it's kind of like pricing of the 36th Street Garden Center, which used to be around in the same location as well. I don't come to Edwards a ton anymore, and usually when I do, I don't usually buy stuff, which they probably won't like me saying. But, for example, these epipremnum albos, they were in 4-inch pots and they had a couple leaves hanging off of them. These were $115, so I'm not like a price shamer or anything, but it was just weird. And the prettiest thing that was here was this $5 variegated ivy. And I wanted to get some, but I am kind of bad with ivy historically, so I don't always do the best at it. Oh my gosh, should I get one of these? These are gorgeous. Oh my gosh. You guys know what this is? Can someone tell me? It's like, this looks like a magical flower. What the heck?
Calibra.
Oh, what the? Calibracoa?
Okay.
Calibra.
I'm like, I'll just let her finish that.
Oh my gosh. The other ones exist, but like, those are nothing compared to this. Are you joking?
I don't know how you going back there, but they're not doing well. These are the ones I keep forgetting water.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I unfortunately had a really bad final day. I couldn't eat anything. I couldn't sleep. My whole body hurt, and this was 2 days or 3 days after my walk, and I don't know. I don't want to end the video on a sad note, but you can have really good days like I had with Jasmine, and then the next day is just awful. So thank you guys so much for watching this video and hanging out with me. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna have more content coming out. I just didn't have a whole lot to record this week because I was so busy making plant content that I didn't end up doing a whole lot else, and I can't like film myself filming plant videos. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you guys in the next houseplant section.